If you thought this was bad, let's just see what happens when we bring it to life. So I've now created 20 AI videos for this channel, and we've made some pretty wacky images in that time. So let's just see what happens when we turn them into videos. Alright, starting with the fight between Eric Cartman and SpongeBob and his 3 arms. But, the video version took a bit of a different turn. He decided he didn't want SquarePants anymore. And then instead, just give him a little tap. Alright, the Grinch versus Mickey. Alright, Mickey's backing up. And, okay, so I guess the Grinch versus Mickey was actually an assassin in disguise. So watch out for that mouse, you never know who could be behind it. Ah yes, the old corgi busting the door down from the first video. But this looks like it's going in reverse. It put the door back together and turned him back into an almost normal looking dog. Okay, cats working at McDonald's with explosions. Yeah, I mean, it's about as much chaos as you would expect with cats working with explosions at McDonald's. This one cat's just running off screen and the other one just kind of dissolve. Oh, now we have Cartman versus Bugs Bunny. This was at the very end of the grand finals, so now we can see what went wrong. Yeah, okay. I wouldn't even say that he like turned around and ran away. It's like he just morphed into himself and started running the other way. And then Eric turns into an elf, apparently. All right, now we got the cats making the mouse pizza. They didn't remain mice for very long, they all just flattened into patties. Also, the food in the pan got cooked immediately, and the cat grew hands. Oh, time for the famous Emoji Dracula playing the trumpet shrimp with the galaxy and the stock market. And this one, I mean, it brought it to life pretty well, I'd say. Alright, Bugs Bunny versus Sonic, he's blocking the attack. Now, where is this gonna go? Oh, right, yeah. This is how we fight. The arms just disappear and they just kind of bounce around. Alright, here's the cows having their skyscraper contest. Let's see if any of them can make it to the top. I guess not. They all just decided to walk away from the air. The cows on top are just like, wait, what just happened? Alright, SpongeBob versus Charlie Brown. SpongeBob's definitely the aggressor here. Okay, and in video form, even more so. Charlie looks like he's a bit traumatized from this. He's just got the face of like, alright, I don't want to fight anymore. As SpongeBob deforms even more than he did against Cartman. Alright, now we've got the shot where Bugs pulled out the baby Bugs to cheap shot the Grinch. What the? This didn't go anywhere. Bugs just like kind of morphed into something behind the car. The Grinch turned into more of a Shrek kind of monster. And the baby Bug just vanished into thin air. Alright, how about the cat that's getting scared by all the extra legs he's growing? I mean, he started with about 10 legs or so. The ones on his face just kind of blended into his face. And then the other legs kind of turned into hands. Alright, Homer versus Sonic. Where's this gonna go? Alright, Sonic is just gonna lose the knife while Homer just transitions in and out of dimensions. I wonder if this is how cartoon characters dodge attacks. They just switch between 2D and 3D at will. What about Winnie the Pooh versus Pikachu? Does that go anywhere? Apparently not. Pikachu just turns into Winnie the Pooh shape. Oh, here we've got the guy that was really excited to find that penny. Can his face get any more excited? I mean, I guess you could say so. He kind of just turned into Donald Duck. Alright, Eric Cartman versus Garfield. Eric just turns 3D and starts farting, with all of the money in the ground just sort of melting. Alright, what about Homer and Mario staring each other down? What in the world? So Homer gets this Steve Harvey looking face, and it's like he's saying, hey Mario, can you make this face? Also, Homer didn't get to keep his right leg. Alright, here we've got the Black Friday flood at Walmart. Okay, so everybody else can flow down the aisle, but the jet ski, what is the jet ski just broken down? But other people are getting sucked underneath it, so I hope the propeller's not moving. Alright, here's the rabid cats eating intestines. I mean, all that really happened was that their faces just kind of got a little creepier and their mouths changed. I think they're trying to make it look like he's chewing. Alright, now the Shrek that just had the hairy baby versus Bobby fight. Okay, 3 things to note in this. First off, Shrek has the most smug, superior looking face imaginable. Bobby's just kind of angry and he's trying to say something. I can't read his lips. And then the hairy Shrek, he just kind of shrivels away. Alright, cat flying the jetpack through the house. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like the cat is moving, except the person cowering on the floor somehow turned into a giant cat. What about giant cat trying to eat somebody in Walmart? This one, I think that guy might have actually gotten eaten a little bit. The other person's trying to pull him away, but considering I only see 2 legs left over at the end of that, I don't know that kid made it. Oh, time for the SWAT team cats. Oh, is it actually going to give us something real? Well, it almost looked like it was going for it. He took the step and then just stretched out. What about this little guy that the whole prompt was just, yikes, run away? What the heck kind of dance is he doing right here? He's like dancing around while growing and losing legs. He's looking a bit like a centaur. Alright, what do Shrek and Mickey have up their sleeves? Ew, so It's so many of these when they're supposed to be fighting. Rather than going at each other, they just back up and start morphing into weird creatures. In this case, they both went Cyclops. Alright, Taylor Swift working at Walmart. Ew, what's happening to her arm? It's getting all stretched out, and then her face makes her look like she's turning into Emma Stone instead. Oh yeah, remember Steve Harvey playing in the mashed potatoes? Now we get to watch it happen. And happen it does. Those mashed potatoes got really runny. I guess he's just mixing them up, softening them up. Here we've got the Goths versus the Romans. She's mid-flip, so let's see if she can land this one. Oh, silly me to think that she was just gonna land a backflip. No, her legs just bend over the counter and her head falls off. Alright, here's Gandalf running from the dragon. Let's see if he can get away. Huh, interesting. So he turns around, his staff turns into a sword, and he gets ready to fight. See, this is why you can't trust pictures out of context. Alright, now here's the Joker waiting in court. Oh, weird. So it started out as like Joaquin Phoenix Joker and turned more into Jack Nicholson Joker. Oh yeah, the good old furry dog bear in the sky. Let's see where this goes. What the heck? The sky... Okay, so the head comes out of the sky and turns into like, I can't tell if that's supposed to be a dog or a horse head, but it brings it down to more of a realistic size at least. Now it's the fat cat being escorted out of Applebee's. Oh, it looks like he's resisting a little bit. The cop is trying to walk him, but he's not moving. He's like, no, I didn't get to finish my steak. Okay, time for the cat concert. Let's see if we can make him play the instruments. Alright, it kind of got it actually. That's not too bad. The drummer loses his arms. Well, the guitarists both look like they're kind of morphing more into humans. But I'd say this is one of the better ones we've seen. Alright, Mario versus the Grinch with his third hand. See, sometimes the videos give so much more context than just those pictures. Because during the fight, all you saw was this picture, and then it led into Mario being defeated. And now we can see it's because the Grinch morphed into something so horrifying that Mario just could not go on fighting. Same with Sonic and Shrek. Now, if I had known that Shrek could just turn into some kind of stone statue, I might have had a little more confidence in him. Oh, hey, it's our pumpkin penguin. Let's see if he can do a dance. Well, his arms are doing something. I guess you could kind of call this a dance. Alright, Shrek has Garfield all locked up. Oh, and it turns out they were just doing a dance together. You know, just a little intermission during the fight. Aw, it's the cute little cat-dog combination. Ew. He's not so cute during the video. He kind of morphs into something else. And also, somebody's leg just appears out of his tail. This is like the Instagram versus reality once the filter comes off. Alright, now we have the giant cheesesteak attacking Philadelphia. Ew, what did it just turn into? I mean, all the people are kind of running away, but it turned into like I would call it a hamburger, but it looks like everything in it is just made out of garbage. And unfortunately, the jet didn't quite survive. It kind of just dissolved in the air. Oh, it's the good old cats driving the bus, on top of the bus, with cats in another bus. See, that's not too bad. I mean, they got the cats kind of trying to turn their heads a little bit. The bus is going backwards through the landscape, but I think we got what we asked for. What about the cats just road raging? Can they drive through the traffic? So the cat in the other car just zipped away. And then it just kind of focused in on this cat, while the whole screen just gets dark and dramatic. Right, now it's time for the exploding fire hydrant. I was kind of expecting for that dog to go flying, but he just kind of hovers there, while all the water just rains down from the sky. What about the old Massachusetts guy with the flying fish and everything? The Denver airport horse in the background is kind of moving around. And the guy's just kind of handing over his coffee, but he's not giving up his lobster. Okay, this was another one that was built just off of emojis. I think it was genie, cow, cherries, tennis, water, or speedboat. I like how his nostril turns into his other eye, which completely disfigures his face, and then the speedboat just explodes with green smoke. Here's the snowman jack-o'-lantern, showing off his war stance. I mean, this just made a cool picture into an even cooler video. Now we have cats trying to do their Domino's heist. Yeah, this is pretty much what I expected would happen. They all just kind of scurry. Somebody probably made a loud noise and it just scared all of them and they all just went running and hiding. And now for the grand finale. This one I actually got to go a bit longer. So he's trying to stop the watermelons from falling, or now he's just walking away. We brought some color into this black and white photo. Now there's cars driving through the aisles. What is even going on here? There's traffic driving through the produce aisle. People are coming and going, like random colors are just appearing in this black and white photo. And they somehow made an even bigger mess than was just already out. There's just people appearing and then just like running until they shrink into nothing. But that's gonna do it for this video. Here's just a picture of myself getting more dramatic as I find out that apparently Universal Studios was actually just in a studio warehouse.